Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing the remaining problems of exercise 9.1 of chapter number 9, some applications of trigonometry. So we can start with question number 12, which is from the top of a 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. So we can just take this as the building, that is AB be the building and CD be the cable tower. Now what is given in the question? The height of the building is given, it is 7 meters. So we have marked here 7 meters. Then you have to find out the height of the tower, means this is taken as h, that is CD is taken as h meters. Okay, that is what we need to get. Now what all are given? The angle of elevation of the top of the cable tower is 60 degree. So from where? From the top of the building. So this is the top of the building. From here the person is looking up, means you will get angle of elevation, and that is to the top of the cable tower, and the angle of elevation is given to be 60 degree. Now again the angle of depression means what? When we are looking down. So from the top the person is looking down to the foot of the cable tower, and that angle is known as angle of depression, and it is given to be 45 degree. Now you have to find out the height. For that we can just see, if this angle is 45, what about this angle? Since this is acting as a transversal, this angle will also be 45 degree. So from this triangle, what we are doing is, first we are just finding out the distance between the building and the cable tower, which will help us to find out the height of the cable tower also. Okay, so let this BD, that is the distance between the building and the cable tower, be x meters, and let CD be h meters. Okay, let BD is equal to x meters and CD is equal to h meters. So what is BD? It is the distance between the cable tower and the building, and CD is the height of the tower. Okay, now again when we move to this triangle, we can find out what is this distance from your opposite by adjacent concept, because this is 45 degrees. So you can take this right triangle and find out what is this length. Now this BD will be same as AE. So here actually BD is equal to AE equal to x meters. Okay, so that you have known this value. Now you can go move on to this triangle and find out the value of this. That means this is 60 degree and you have to get this, because this is 7, this length is also 7. So that if you are taking total as h, what will be this? This will be h minus 7. So this is 7 means this is also 7, right? This is 7. This is h minus 7. So you will get opposite side by again adjacent side, that is tan 60 degree you have to consider here, and that will give you the value of h. Okay, so let's start with triangle ABD. In right triangle ABD, what you will get? Tan 45 degree. Why we are considering tan? Because it is opposite side by hypotenuse. We have to get this, sorry, opposite side by adjacent side. We have to get this length x. Okay, so it is your opposite side is AB by adjacent side is BD. Replace the value. AB is 7 and BD is taken as x. So that tan 45 is 1. So you are getting is equal to 1 is equal to 7 by x, and which will give you x is equal to 7. So you got x to be 7 meters, that is this length is 7. That means we can say that this length is also 7 meters, right? Because they are parallel. So BD is equal to, here I can write, since BD is equal to AE, which will be equal to 7 meters. Okay, now we'll move to the next triangle, that is in right triangle, which is the triangle CEA. 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 Again we are considering tan 60 degree. And what is tan 60 degree? Again opposite side, which is CE, by what you will get? AE. Now what is CE? Tan 60 degree is √3. CE is nothing but h minus 7, because CD you have taken as h and ED you got to be 7. that is, since it is same as the building's height, so their ED is also 7, so you are getting CE as H minus 7, and AE already you got it to be 7. So from here you will get 7 root 3 is equal to H minus 7, or 7 root 3 plus 7 is equal to H. That is, H is equal to 7 you can take out in common. So 7 into root 3 plus 1 meters. So this is the height of the tower. Therefore, height of the tower is 7 into root 3 plus 1 meters. Okay. Question number 13 is, as observed from the top of a 75-meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angles of depressions of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. So this is taken as a lighthouse, that is AB is the lighthouse, and this is the top of the lighthouse, that is a point A. And from that point, when look as the observed from the means when a person is looking down, every time again depression is looking down. So from that point, when an observer is looking down, this is the horizontal line acting as, okay. And from here the person is looking down, and the person can see two ships. One is here, another ship is here, and both have angle of depression as 30 degree and 45 degree. So when we say that 30 degree, this horizontal line with this is given to be 30 degree, and again this horizontal with the second ship is given to be 45 degree. Now again this line is acting as a transversal, therefore if this is 30, this is also 30, again this total is 45 means this is 45. That's how we are getting this 30 degree and 45 degree. Actually the given thing is here depression, okay. Angle of depression is every time here, but because of transversal we will get like this. Then only we can form that right angle triangle and get the values which is required here, okay. Now what is given? If one ship is exactly behind the other means like this. If one ship is this, the other one is this, or if the first ship is this, the other one is this, and they are saying that on the same side. That means if this is the lighthouse, this is the one same side of the lighthouse. Now if they are saying on the opposite side, so one ship will be here, the other ship will be on the other side of the lighthouse, like that you have to take, okay. You have to get the distance between the two ships. That means you have to get what is DC. So let us take this DC as X and let us take BC as Y, so that we can find out easily what is the value of X, okay. So let DC, which is the distance between the two ships, taken as X meters, and BCB by meters. Now first we are considering this triangle, that is triangle ABC. Again this is right angled at B. So in right triangle ABC, what again we need to apply? You just see you have this opposite side and you have to get first Y. So that is their adjacent sides. That means you are taking what is tan 45 degree. Tan 45 degree is equal to AB by BC. What is AB? AB is 75, BC is Y, tan 45 is 1. So that you are getting Y is equal to 75 meters. So you got BC value, right? Next we will go to the next triangle, that is ABD. In triangle, right triangle ABD, again we will take tan 30 degree because we need this side to be included and opposite side is given there. So tan 30 degree is equal to AB by DB, right? Now what is DB? It is X plus Y. So tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3 is equal to AB is given to be 75, DB is X plus Y. Now again you got Y to be 75 meters. So that you can replace here and you will get it to be 1 by root 3 is equal to 75 by X plus 75. Now cross multiplying you will get X plus 75 is equal to 75 root 3, which will give you X is equal to 75 root 3 minus 75. That is equal to 75 into root 3 minus 1 meters. So x is the distance between the two ships. Therefore, the distance between the two ships is 75 into root 3 minus 1 meters. The distance between the two ships is equal to 75 into root 3 minus 1 meters. Okay. Question number 14 is, a 1.2 meter tall girl spots a balloon moving with the wind in horizontal line at a height of 88.2 meter from the ground. The angle of elevation of the balloon from the eyes of the girl at any instant is 60 degree. After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degree. Find the distance traveled by the balloon during the interval. So suppose this is the girl, 1.2 meter tall girl, this much, and this girl is looking or spots a balloon which is moving, and it is moving in the horizontal line, means this height is not changing. That means where the balloon was, it is just moving horizontally, not vertically up. Okay. So E is the first position of the balloon when she spots at first, and then it is moving. The balloon is moving. Okay. And what they are saying is the angle of elevation of the balloon from the eye of the girl at any instant. That is, at that instant when she spots it, let it be 60 degrees. So the angle of elevation means this is 60. Okay. That is angle EAB is 60 degrees. And after some time, the angle of elevation reduces because the balloon is moving in the horizontal line. Suppose the next position it reaches at D. So at that time, the angle of elevation will also change, because it was like this and it will change like this. That is, it is coming closer to the horizontal or to the x-axis. So the angle will be reducing only and it becomes 30 degree. And at that time, what is the distance traveled by the balloon? That means from E to D it is moving. That is, you have to find out this distance. Okay, when we take the same thing here, this is BC. ED means same as BC, you have to find out. Okay, and the total height of the balloon is given from the ground. That level is given to be 88.2, and it is maintained throughout because it is in the moving in the horizontal line. So there is no change in the height of the balloon. So let's start with what we are doing is we are just taking this AB as x meters and BC as y meters, and our purpose is to finally find out what is y or BC. Okay. So again, what we will say is this much is the height of the girl. So it is 1.2 meter. So what will be, when we consider the triangle, we are just considering like this from this point, right? So we have to neglect this value from the total height of the balloon. So what will be this much of height, since this is totally 88.2 and the height of the girl is 1.2, from her perspective or from her point of view, from the eye, we are just taking that horizontal. Okay, this horizontal line is from her eye position. Okay, so that we have to reduce this 1.2 from this 88.2, and that will give you 87 meters. Okay, now for the triangle, we will consider DC and EB as 87. Let AB is equal to x meters and BC is equal to y meters, and BC is the distance traveled by the balloon. Okay. Now first we are considering right triangle. Which is a right triangle? We are considering first this one, because we are finding out first what is the value of x. Okay, and right triangle is EBA. Again, we are finding out what all we have. This one, this is 87, means this is also 87. So we have opposite side and adjacent side we have to include, so that we are starting with tan trigonometric ratio. So tan 60 degree is equal to EB by AB. What is tan 60? Root 3 is equal to EB is 87 and AB is taken as x. So you are getting x is equal to 87 by root 3. Now here itself we will change what is that value, because you have an irrational number in the denominator, so that it becomes 87 root 3 by root 3 into root 3, which is 3. So that this is giving you 29 root 3. Okay, so 29 root 3 is the value of x meters. Okay, so this is x. Now we have to find out what is y. For that we will start with the right triangle. What is that right triangle? DCA. Again we are taking tan 30 degree. Why? Because we have to get this to be included, this length and the height known to us. So that is your DC by AC, right? Now tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3, which is equal to DC. DC is again 87 by AC is actually x plus y. And this will give you x plus y is equal to 87 root 3. Now what is x? It is 29 root 3 plus y is equal to 87 root 3, which implies y is equal to 87 root 3 minus 29 root 3, which is equal to how much you will get? 58 root 3 meters is the distance between the two balloons. Okay, therefore distance between the two balloons means the position of the balloon, right? So distance between, in the sense it is distance traveled by the same balloon, not the two balloons. Distance traveled by the balloon is equal to 58 root 3 meters. Clear? Question number 15 is, a straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car at an angle of depression of 30 degree, which is approaching the foot of the tower with a uniform speed. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60 degree. Find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. So we have to draw the figure in which this is the tower, that is CD is taken as a tower. CD in the sense the person is standing above the tower, this is the foot of the tower, and the person is standing here, that is on the top of the tower, and the person is viewing on the highway. There he can see a car, and that car has an angle of depression with respect to the person's eye as 30 degree. So this is 30 degree, and after 6 seconds the car is moving and reaching a point B, and the angle of depression is also changing. It has been become 60 degrees, that is given here like 60 degrees. And what the thing is asked is the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the, that is from B the car has to reach C, and we have to find out the time in which it reaches C. The car reaches C from this point. That means to travel BC, this distance BC, how much time will be taken by the car? That is the question. So if this is 30 degree, we can say that this angle is 30 degree. Again, this is 60, this is the transversal, so here you will have 60 degrees, right? Suppose the height of the tower is h meters, because everything is unknown otherwise, because here also we don't know, this also we don't know. So we are just taking this as h, and okay. And what about this length AB? See, they have given that it has a uniform speed, so that we will take as x. Suppose let the uniform speed of the car be x meters per seconds. Okay. So what we can say about AB? AB is actually the distance traveled by the car, right? And distance is equal to speed into time. So we will get AB is equal to speed into time. And that is after 6 seconds it is reaching B. So you will have speed is x and time is 6 seconds. So you will have this is 6x. Okay. So here you are getting 6x. Now let the time taken by the car to travel from B to C be t seconds. Okay. Let the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the, or to travel, I will say that to travel from B to C, from B to the point C, B, t seconds. Okay. Now if this is t seconds, what will be the distance traveled? That is, what will be BC? BC will be Again, speed into time. Speed is again uniform. Uniform means it is not changing. So there also the time speed is same. So that you can say that BC will be, since t is the time taken, so speed into time will give you xt or tx. Okay. So BC is tx. Right. Now what we have to get? Okay, we have also taken the height of the tower as h. Let the height of the tower be meters. Clear? So your distance is also in meters. Now we'll just take the two triangles. Which are triangles we have to consider? Triangle DCB and triangle DCE. Okay. So in triangle, by triangle DCB, what should we get? DCB tan 60 degree is equal to DC by BC. DC is H, BC is TX. Okay, so that you can say that tan 60 is root 3 is equal to H by TX. Or we can get what is the value of H here, which is root 3 TX. Let it be there. Now we will go for the other triangle, which is triangle DCA. And here tan 30 degree will be considered, which is equal to again opposite side, which is DC by adjacent side is AC. DC is H. What is AC? This plus this, that is 6x plus TX. Okay. Now what is tan 30? 1 by root 3 is equal to H by 6 plus T into X. Okay. So from this, what will be H again? You can just replace the value of H. You have got it to be root 3 Tx. So this will give you 1 by root 3 is equal to root 3 Tx by 6 plus T into X. Right? X will get cancelled here itself and root 3 will go there and it will give you 6 plus T is equal to root 3 into root 3, 3T. So that this T will go there, it will become 3T minus T, which is 2T equal to 6, or T is equal to 3. So what is T? Time. So T is 3 seconds. Therefore, the time taken by the car is equal to 3 seconds. From which point to which point? From this point B to reach the foot of the tower. Okay. Question number 16 is the angles of elevation of the top of the tower from 2 points at a distance of 4 meter and 9 meter from the base of the tower and in the same straight line with it are complementary. So what is given? This is a tower and this is the top of the tower, and the angle of elevation from 2 points, that is, let first point be A and second point be B. So from A and B you have angles of elevation, but how they are? They are in the same straight line and they are complementary to each other. That means if I am taking this to be some angle, that is theta, this will be 90 minus theta. So suppose this is theta, then this will be 90 minus theta. This is a relation given between them, and you have to prove that the height of the tower is 6 meter. So we are just taking the height of the tower to be h meters, and remaining this distance is given to be 4, you just see, and 9 meter respectively. That means this is 4, this is 9, and using these concepts we can find out what is h equal to. Okay, so let h meters be the height of the tower. Then what is our supposition? Let angle DBC is equal to theta. Then you will get angle DAC is equal to 90 minus theta. Okay. Now we can start with the triangle concept, that is in a right triangle DCB. We are starting with tan theta. Tan of angle is taken as theta. So tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So you will get DC by BC, which is equal to h by 4. And this will give you tan theta, let it be like that. Okay, that is tan theta is equal to h by 4. We'll keep it in brackets. We will use it later. Next, we will take the other right triangle, that is triangle DCA. From there you are getting tan of, what is the angle there? 90 minus theta. Tan of 90 minus theta again is opposite side by adjacent side is AC here. Opposite side is same, which is h. AC is given to be 9. Right? Now what is tan of 90 minus theta? It is cot theta, which is equal to h by 9. Again, cot theta is h by 9. That means the reciprocal of cot is tan. So tan will be, both side we are taking reciprocals, so that you will get 1 by cot, or you can say 1 by cot is tan, and this is also reciprocated, so you will get 9 by h here. Now why we have done? Because there we have got tan theta is equal to, here also we are making it as tan theta, so that we can equate both of them. Since the LHS of both are equal, the RHS will also be equal. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2, and from 1 and 2, what we will get? H by 4 is equal to 9 by h, right? And this will give you h square is equal to 36, which is h is equal to, since it is height, we will take only positive value, so root of 36 we will take it as only 6, not plus or minus 6. So it is h is 6 meters. Therefore you have proved that the height of the tower is 6 meters. Okay, thank you.